Anything. This is a channel that shows different ways to look for cars, buy vehicles, whether at auctions, private sales, dealership lots, how to bring them home, clean them up, enjoy them, or recondition them and flip them. All types of car content here. We love cars. I love cars. And this has to do, the channel has a lot to do with auto detailing and cleaning and reconditioning tips, so I hope they help. Tips when looking for cars, searching for cars to buy, what to look for, what to avoid. Today's video is going to be fun. Now, there are a lot of cars on my list that when I'm walking through an auto auction lot or a car lot, I'll just see them in my peripheral vision and I just keep on walking. And I don't even look their way. A lot of cars on that list. Today I'm going to give you the top 5 and maybe a bonus. And if the video does well, I'm going to continue through my list and add the rest of them in future videos. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know down in the comment section if you like the idea. And just want to share, if you're going out to look for a newer used vehicle, my no-go list. My 4-rule no-go list. If these 4 things do not fall into place, I'm not even going in the general direction of the vehicle to look at it. I'm going to start looking at different listings and move on. So number 1 on my no-go list, and I've had this in other videos, is the air conditioner. If the air conditioner does not work, it's been maybe 1 or 2 vehicles I picked up with the air conditioner didn't work because other values were so high. Down south, you need an air conditioner, period. Even here in the northeast, we get hot, humid summers, so there's 2-3 months out of the year where you do need an air conditioner. But besides that, air conditioner repairs, condensers, and other components are expensive, $1,500, $2,000 or more. So, and also, if they couldn't keep up with the air conditioner maintenance, what other maintenances or repairs are not done with the vehicle? It's a telltale sign for me personally, maybe not for you. Let me know down in the comment section. That's a no-go number 1. No-go rule number 2 is rust. I take a mat with me and a small LED light, and I'll put, because I go to auctions 4 days out of the week, and inclement weather, snow, rain, you name it, sleet, whatever. I bring a mat, hot asphalt, dirt, cold ground and cement. I bring a foam mat with, I can lay down and I can really get underneath these vehicles as far as I can with my light, and I look for the undercarriage, the unibody, underbody metals for rust, and if I see any, I'm done. So this is the Northeast, yes. Cars up here are going to get rusty. You cannot avoid it. And up here they have a rule, if you could poke a screwdriver at it and it doesn't go through, it's good to go. Well, not for me, but that's a rule some follow. In the Northeast here, nobody has patience for the road to get cleared. They want the township to spray salt and brine, and that really does, it's a nightmare for cars, for rust. So no-go rule number 2, no rust. No-go rule number 3, if I can't start it, can't test drive it. Now half of that, listen, I go to a lot of auto auctions where you can't take it for a test drive. You can go front and back, jerk them front and back, test the transmission a little bit. The thing you can't test is taking it out on the roadway or around the parking lot of the auctions to see if it shifts, so this is a gamble. But you could start them. There are a small percentage of the cars on these lots where the batteries are dead, either on purpose or unintentionally. Unintentionally, a weak battery, terminals are corroded. Intentionally, somebody liked the car, they don't want you to start it up. They want you to skip that car because they're interested in it, so they leave the key on, or they pull the key, or they pull a wire. So many nefarious things happen at these auctions. People are just, it drives me crazy. If I can't start it, however, I'm not going to bid on it. I'm not going to be interested. I'm going to move on to the next vehicle. No-go rule number 3, No start, no test drive. No-go rule number 4 for me is title. No title in hand or no title at the auction, no title at premises is how it would be labeled at the auto auctions. Or not a clean title, meaning it could be a reconditioned or a salvage title. It's got to be a clean title. Resale on reconditioned is just, it's so low and unreliable, I skip those cars unless I'm doing them myself. If I go to a lot of auto auctions where there's a vehicle that the title's not there, the dealership didn't bring it. Well, if they didn't bring it, then they weren't prepared to sell it, and I'm not going to buy it. I'll pass that on and let somebody else get interested, win the bid, and then have the car sit there and you wait for a title. That's not happening. I'm not paying for a car and then not being able to have the title or bring it home that day or within an hour of doing the paperwork. That's no-go rule number 4. I hope those no-go rules help you. Let's get on with the meat and potatoes of this video. Now to the list of cars that I avoid like the plague at auto auctions or lots or private sales. And if you have these vehicles and you're enjoying them and they're reliable for you, I'm not trying to put you down or your car down. It's just me personally avoiding these vehicles because of the problems that I know they have because I've seen them. I've come across them. I've been going to auctions for 20, 30 years. On my own professionally for about 10 years, buying and selling cars. So I've bought quite a few good cars and quite a few duds. So I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to this category here. Number 1, this is going to be 5 vehicles of a very long list that will continue if you're interested, is the 2010 or newer Chevy Cruze. So many things that I just need to avoid on this car. They look okay, the appearance, and their paint is okay. A lot of plastic, cheap plastic trim, and especially on interior, that hard, cheap plastic, utilitarian-looking trim. Yes, it's tough and may last a little bit longer into the future, but man, you bump against it or just rub against it, and it drives me crazy. It's the textured plastic, but it's the 1.4 liter tiny engines, and they're turboed up. And anything with the tiny engines that are all turboed up go through a ton of stress, and I just personally need to avoid them. Overall, they have a poor build quality, I've found, inside and out. They have a lot of problems with the power brakes. And the weirdest thing, the steering wheel shaft tends to snap off completely. I mean, just the weirdest thing this car had a problem with. So yeah, it's just that and other smaller problems. I avoid this car like a plague. When I'm walking through the parking lot and I see one of my peripheral vision, I'll just turn my head this way or walk a little bit faster and skip on down further down the road to the next car. Next on my list is going to be somewhere around the 2015 Hyundai Sonata. I haven't had a ton of Hyundais on the channel, and that doesn't mean I won't, but this car in particular is a car that I will stay away from. I won't look into listings. I'll walk by it at the auctions, even if they're at a great price and a great deal. Well, if they are, I probably know why. So these cars had the 2.4 liter GDI engine, and they are absolute garbage. I got to share something with you. 25% of drivers regularly maintain their car and keep it up to snuff. That means oil changes, transmission flushes, radiator flushes, all that. So there are, first of all, 75% of the cars out there are neglected. And the Hyundai, the car that we're talking about here, that doesn't help at all. Even if you maintain them properly, you could have a problem with this engine. And the engine failures, they're catastrophic. And there's none in stock. It's happened so often in this vehicle that you can't find any, which drives the price up. And to replace the engine, the price is worth more than the car. You're in a serious bind. You can't find an engine, and you're looking at about $5,000 worth of. Sure, you could go get a used one. That's the biggest gamble in the world, is to get a used engine, trans, front diff, rear diff, or transfer case. That's on you. You can get them at a cheaper price, but how do you know what you're getting? Every once in a while, you'll have a salvage yard that'll show a video of something running. Does that mean that that was your engine in that vehicle running with it? So that's a gamble. I've done it once or twice with front diff, rear diff, and differential. I wouldn't do it for a transmission. I wouldn't do it for an engine, but that's on you. So the 2015 Sonata, anything with that 2.4 liter, that's in my rear view mirror. Number 3 on my list is any year, any at all, Audi A8. Absolute garbage in my opinion. If you have one and you're enjoying it and it's holding up for you, God bless you. I'm happy for you. I'm not trying to put the car down. I'm not throwing shade. I just personally will get some distance between me and that car through some personal experience. Expensive repairs, any repair, lots of oil leaks. And depending where the oil leak is, could be an engine out repair. Any oil leak I see on that car, I see dollar signs because it's going to be expensive. Gaskets, seals. It's just something I don't like to, I run away from the car to begin with, but if I'm looking at one for a friend and it really needs one and wants one, and I see spotting of any kind, I just grab him and I pull him with me and we run away from that car as fast as we can. Also, just the resale value that I see on those through the basement. So any A8 Audi, any year, any vehicle, for me, I'm gone. By the way, I do have a lot of cars on my avoid list, so if these videos do well and you're interested, I can share the rest of my list and the rest of the cars that I avoid like the plague. Number 4 on my list is going to be the 04 and any year close to the Mazda RX8. They are absolute trash. Low compression, they run rough. I got to tell you, I hardly ever see one with mileage over 40, 50, and 60,000 at an auction or a lot because they don't make it that far without some catastrophic engine failure or damage that needs to be repaired. If you have one and it's lasted that long, you have a lucky horseshoe, and I'm happy for you. Cheers. Everyone I've come across in an auction has started running rough or had a check engine light, and it just really turned me off right from the beginning of turning that key. And again, I've never seen any with anything higher than 50, 60,000 miles. Most importantly, and this may be just in my area, no shops, small backyard shops, medium-sized shops like the one next to me, or the large dealerships, they'll take them in, but the other ones don't want to touch them. That may give you an indication of just the absolute scrap and the nightmare of an issue working on them that they are. And if I see them at an auction or on a lot, I'm heading in the other direction. Number 5 on my list is a year from 07 to 15, so it's going to cover pretty many years of the Nissan Rogue. And the Murano falls into that, but maybe we'll put that into another video, but those are so close to me. And that's because of the CVT transmissions, and they are absolute garbage, even if you maintain them. And I went through this before with you earlier in this video. A small percentage, only a quarter of us drivers, maintain vehicles regularly and will service that transmission. I would service a CVT transmission every 20 or 30,000 miles. You may think that's excessive and expensive. I'll show you excessive and expensive if you don't maintain them. Besides that, the vehicle's just low value, and a rebuilt transmission is about $3,000. You're getting close to the value of these damn things in that year. A new transmission is $5,000 if you can find one, because they're being sucked up and purchased so often because they fail. $5,000 is getting there is what you're going to pay for a Rogue at an auction, a decent one. And speaking of decent ones, the Rogues and Muranos that I've seen at the auctions have never been taken care of. They've always been dirty on the inside and outside, oil low on the dipstick and dirty and never maintained. I never see the sticker that shows that they've been regularly serviced at a dealership or a Jiffy Lube or something like that. I'm not impressed with Jiffy Lube and what they do and the oil and the filters they use, but at least if I see that sticker at the top of the windshield on the left side there, I know somebody relied on that car or maybe even loved it and cared about it enough to keep changing the oil. And that sometimes is enough for me. I'll get it and put my oil and filters on it and go from there. So the Rogue, I see one on a lot. I see one listed. I see one on an auction yard. Forget about it. I'm finding a different direction and taking it. I got a bonus for you, and it's a truck. And if we do more videos of this, I could break it down into categories: sports cars, compact cars, sedans, SUVs, trucks, and cars I would avoid in those categories. Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know cars you would like to add to this list and why down in the comment section. I would love to read. If you don't comment on my videos, but you have something to add, I would love to read your opinion on this. So my bonus is the 2016 to 19 Nissan Titan. Now I got to tell you, I've had a Titan V8, but it was a gas. The one you want to avoid like the plague is the Titan diesel, Cummins XL. It is the just catastrophic failure diesel engine that you need to stay away from. Sludging up the engines, just absolutely, when it goes wrong catastrophically, and is normally the cost to fix it and get it right will exceed the value of the vehicle. When I see these at auctions, check engine light, running rough, idling rough, the turbos fail, but worst of all, guys, they discontinued the engine. I don't know about now, but last year, the year before, when I came across another one of these, there was none to be found. There was no engine to be found. And if you did, the price was driven so high, it just puts you in such a nightmare. I hate when I see friends, colleagues, customers of mine that went out and bought a vehicle and it failed. And it costs more than the vehicle to fix it, but they're in such a bind because they financed the vehicle. I feel so bad for them, and I think you know what I'm talking about. So that's my list and a bonus. And guys, if you enjoy this type of content, we'll continue it, and I have fun ways to break these down and give you a lot more of my personal list. And I hope this helps you. If you're going out to look for a new car, or a used vehicle new to you, to purchase for you, your son, your daughter, someone you love, maybe these videos will help you avoid something and help you avoid catastrophic failure and problems, and I'll catch you in the next video.